Gotta rock out for a little bit, right? What's up, baby? Welcome back to another episode of Rated G with Gabby G. Garcia and Brian T. Licata. We are in the house. We are doing it. Little late night show. Little Wednesday into Thursday.
Yep.
For all our late night listeners, for all those who can't be with us tonight, man, it goes right up right after we're done, so you get the content quicker. Before we even get into anything, man, I just want to say that this episode, like every episode before it, is brought to you by Apollo Buds. I actually got yelled at by Big Lou over at Apollo Buds because I've been saying Apollo Bud, and it's Apollo Buds, plural. They got many strands, and that's where I go to get my shit over there in Astoria, Queens, on Crescent Street and Astoria Boulevard. They got the stuff for the doggies and everything too. You can check out their site, Apollo. What is it? ApolloBuds.com. Is that the site?
Follow ApolloBuds.com.
Oh, follow. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, man. And listen, the weather's kind of nice. It's been pretty cool, but we're gonna have some cold nights. And when those nights get cold, isn't it nice to be with someone you love? And if you happen to be lucky enough to be with someone you love, then man, I hope you're lucky enough to have a board game of XXXPlayground.com. XXX Playground. It is one of the craziest, illest, best adult communication tool games ever created. And not only that, but it is a definite way that you can get fist deep into someone you love. XXX Playground. Check it out at XXXPlayground.com and copy yourself a board game. Links are all down below. And what else, Brian? What do we got?
And get yourself a Rated G quote mug. It's great for coffee, water, iced tea, juice, whatever you want to drink.
It's a beautiful mug, even just to like put it like on a mantle and just have it like on a mantle, as a conversation piece, and just to let people know that you're a rebel.
I actually, for Valentine's Day, I put a dozen roses in it for Tina. That's what I did with. Yeah, see? And you can get that at enditwasgood.net/shop. Shout out to my boy, Jay Witt.
There you go, man.
Pew, pew. Pew,
pew, pew, pew, pew, pew.
Pew, 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 pew.
I am rocking my llama today.
I can see that.
Yeah, man. I'm feeling good. Are you feeling good? How's your week been treating you so far, man?
I got some stories.
Do tell.
I got a story. So, the first thing I want to do is call back to our episode with Scoop when we talked about his experience at the hotel.
Okay.
Right? So I'm in a hotel this weekend, Nashville, Tennessee. I go on a work trip. I'm working down there, and I meet one of my coworkers at the hotel. Right? Or I don't meet her at the hotel. We meet at the airport, and we have to work together at one of the stores.
Okay.
So, we're there. I'm trying to think. Sunday night, we check into the hotel late, and then we're there Monday, and then we leave on Tuesday. So from Sunday PM until Monday PM, me and her probably went up the elevator at the hotel maybe 8 times a piece, more or less. Running gear, video gear back up, whatever.
Okay.
So now it's Monday night. So we've been there for a full 24 hours and have gone up and down this elevator a couple times. Now we were both on the 3rd floor. I'm 322. She was 30 something. I don't know, 303, 304, 305. She's on the other end of the hall.
Okay.
So you go up the elevator. My room is to the left. Her room is to the right. Right?
Okay.
Every single time I went up this elevator, I went the wrong way. And consciously, as I was going up, I was like, no. I went that way. Now the room's this way. And every time I went up, I got the feeling that it was switched on me, right? Okay? Every time for like 5 or 6 times, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then me and her, after we're done shooting the last night, we go up the elevator together. And when we go out, we each both go the wrong way. And we're like, oh, shit. And then we were like, wait, have you been doing this too? Have you been going the wrong way? And she's like, yo, I've been feeling like these things have flipped on us. and me and her were like, whoa. And it reminded me of the Scoops things, bro. And I had a
Mm.
real eerie feeling, man, the rest of the time I was there. I don't know what to make of it, you know?
What can you make of it, man?
I mean, the
Mm.
first most logical thing is we're both stupid, right? That we both like, that you both like I kept thinking
Look, I mean,
I
I could
went left
guess
and I
that
should
you're
have went
both
right,
stupid.
that's
I
but
could go with that. But
it's
for
not
both of
that.
you to do the same stupid thing over and over,
And we both
you
had that
know,
feeling that it was weird, you know?
yeah.
That was the mutual, it was a mutual like, that was weird.
Hmm. I don't know. There's some shit going on, man. There's things happening. I don't know. I don't know what to make of that. I just hope it doesn't happen to me. I don't want to get caught up in I don't know what that is, man. Some old shining shit right there.
Is it a glitch, bro? Is it a glitch in the matrix?
I don't know. I don't know what to make of those things, man. That's like, those go up there with those what do they call the Mandela effect.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
kind of like one of those things, but it's like instead of like it being something old that we should remember one way, it's something that's like seems to be very quickly happening.
Right.
I don't know, man. You
Right.
should look that up, see if the people are having that experience. I bet you there's oh no, people are having that experience because remember
Scoops,
Scoop
bro.
said Scoop
Yeah.
said he like found a support group type shit for that.
What was the support group for?
Well, because people don't be believing you. And speaking of Scoop, man, I want to give a huge rated G shout out to my man Jason Scoop, who just released today, a little bit earlier, his comedy special from Ohio with love. You got to check it out. I checked it out. It's brilliant. The dude is brilliant. He's not only my boy, but I'm a huge fan of this dude. And anyone who knows me is like, if G says that he's hot, he's hot. So check out my man Jason Scoop and his special on YouTube. He dropped it today, man, and it's already blowing up. It's already getting mad views, blowing up. Um, it's worth the watch. Big up to you, Jason. Big up to you, my brother. I love seeing my brothers shine, man. You
Yeah.
know,
Let me
I
put it
love
up.
that shit, man. You know, and he has some really cool people on there too, man. Yeah, that's it right there, man. It's a great special, man. You know, uh, Donald J. Trump gives his intro and his outro.
Oh, I
Yeah,
see it. Yeah, I see it in there.
well, it's on the podcast. It's a really good special, man. Check it out. I liked it a lot. You know, I think I smiled through the whole thing. I was very proud of my man. So big up
Yeah.
to you, man.
Yeah. Good for you, Scoops.
Yeah, Scoops, that shit was dope, man. You know. Um, well, when was the last time we even linked up? How long has it been? Before the weekend, right?
Before the week,
I had Comedy Cove
yeah, it was okay. I haven't. Yeah,
before
we haven't
Comedy
caught up.
Cove.
Yeah, we haven't
We
caught up
haven't
since
called up,
then.
right? Yes, well, I did Comedy Cove this weekend. It was all right. You
Hmm.
know, when big up to Comedy Cove, first of all. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate that the owner and the people over there have that they have like, a faith in me, man. That shit is dope. You know, but it's things like that, like it shows like that that let me know how much more work I gotta put in, how much more work I gotta do.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Not a good,
Um,
not a big crowd, not a good crowd.
I
What
mean,
was wrong?
the first show wasn't really a big crowd Friday nights, but I mean they're used to that. Their Friday nights aren't always really that thick, although they should be, man. Listen, if you're out there in the Springfield area, man, you need to check out Comedy Cove, man. Show some love to these comedy clubs because you know they're bringing good talent. I'm there. You know what I'm saying, yo?
Yeah, bro.
And but that's the thing. The thing is, he's one of those dudes that if he sees you and he likes you, he hires you,
Hmm.
which is dope. Me personally, I think he should have me as a feature a couple of times. I featured for Buddha and I featured for this other dude. So I guess I featured a couple of times. But either way, maybe a couple of more. Let me get a little following out there in Springfield because like both crowds were cool. They were cool, but they were pretty light, and it's not that it's 100 people that packs in the place. So I
Right.
didn't get 100.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And I know that shit happens, but it comes down to it just lets me know how spoiled I am in Atlantic City. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the same thing in New York. If I do shows in New York, it's 50-50. People come and see me, you
Right.
know, and I get spoiled in Atlantic City because every weekend we'll be playing in front of 300-400 people,
Right.
you know, and and I'm not dumb. Like I realize that they ain't there to see me. They're there to see comedy.
Right. Right.
They're
Right. Right. Right.
lucky to see me. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? They're lucky to
Well,
catch
some
me.
people come. Some people come to see you,
No,
right?
but yeah, but not the
Yeah, but not the
300,
right,
not
not
the
the 200.
300, not
Yeah.
the 400. You know,
Yeah.
out of all that, I'll get like maybe 20
Mm-hmm.
that came to see me in 4 shows combined. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
But but it just tells me I got like a lot of work to do. That's all it tells me.
Nothing
You
wrong with
know,
that.
not to get comfortable. You know, and that's the thing. Like Atlantic City will get me comfortable because there'll always be a pretty like a small crowd out here is like 30, which if
It's
I'm
a
in
good
New
crowd.
York, that's a good crowd on a weeknight. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
So it's like it spoils you, because you're always gonna have a good crowd here. But I'm not dumb enough to think that all these people are coming out to see me because they're not. We have people that hustle tickets. I get people who come back to see me, but obviously I got work to do. You know what I'm saying? And that's
Yeah.
all I want. You know what I'm saying? All I want is the money. Fuck the fame. I'm a simple man. You know, I just want to be able to like say I'm playing there and the place fills up. It ain't gotta be sold out all the time. I just want everyone to make money. You know what I'm saying? And have a good time. I want people to come and see me, and I want
So we got to sell a lot of tickets for
everyone
that, bro.
to make money.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
You got to sell a
Clubs?
lot of tickets for everyone to make money.
Not necessarily, dude. All you gotta do is get a good crowd. Like 75% of the crowd gets filled up. They're getting the liquor.
Yeah.
You
That's
know what I'm
true.
saying? They're not really making the money from the door. The doors were really where they pay the fucking artist, so they're getting the
Right.
money on the liquor. They're gonna make some money on the door because they're not gonna give me full door ever. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? But then I'm able to raise my price a little bit and and live. You know what I'm saying? That's all.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
That's why I'm making like what? Like, 125,000 a show? Is that so fucking
125,000 pennies, yo.
listen, if I can make 125,000 for one show,
Oh, dude.
I'm good. After that, it's like I already did it. Boom, I'm good.
You
And
just
then
need
after
to
that,
do
I could do
like
regular shows again.
you just do 10 shows a year. It'd be awesome.
I'm telling you, man, I'm a minimalist, man. It doesn't take a lot for me to fucking be happy. It doesn't, man.
You don't want to do a lot of shows. You just want to make a lot of money per show. That's the
Um,
minimalist approach.
I would like to do both. Not just meaning what I need as far as compensation goes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I just need to make money instead of like constantly going out there and like it sounds good when they offer it to you, but then after you pay toll, gas, and then you eat a meal there that they don't give you for free, and then you buy a couple of drinks, then you come back and you're like,
Some of my video stuff feels like that, bro. Where I'm just like, you
you know,
price the video out, oh, it seems good, and then all the time, and then the money I have to spend to put into it, and it's just
you got to
like,
do it though. You know what I'm saying?
right?
Like you got to do it. That's the thing.
Yeah,
That's the game. You got to do it. You
that's
know,
life.
I sit there some nights.
It's suffering. That's life.
Yeah, yeah, man. I sit there some nights and I'm just like, but then it's like, what else would I do in reality?
Exactly,
You understand
bro.
what I'm saying? Like, in other words, my other option would be I got a 401. Fine, I got a 401. Whatever. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? Like, and you don't even know what that's gonna be by the time you're done. I had a
right.
401.
Mm-hmm.
Cash that shit out because I said I need the money now. Fuck
Fuck
tomorrow.
yeah.
I might not make it to tomorrow, especially if I can't get through today. So I
Right.
took all that shit out, man. I had like 38,000 in there, and after the penalties, I got like 20 something. You know what I'm saying?
It's bastards.
Yeah, and I was like, they
Bastards.
didn't even. What did they do? They didn't do anything, man. They pushed a couple of buttons and they got like a quarter of my shit because I took it early. Kind of shit is that?
Some white cracker
So my other
trickery is what
option
that
is,
is,
yeah.
bro.
So my other option is, I wake up early in the morning, go 9 to 5, and like, live well enough to like get 2 weeks of vacation. You know what I'm saying? Where like, or I could just like kind of struggle every now and then. Some weeks are better than others. Some months are better than others. You know, and the problem with me is when I have those good months, I don't like go, oh, I got good month. Let me save this so that I could just kind of pile up. No, I got good months. I'm balling. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting paid right now, so I'm balling. That's what happens, dog. And then next thing you know, it's like I get used to that. I'm not looking at the bank account. And
Mhm.
then I go, oh, rent's due tomorrow. And I look at the bank account. I'm like, ooh, that's not good.
Yeah.
And then I sit there and go, how the hell did that happen? And you wonder where I see all my money going is traveling, dude. Strictly gas and tolls, man.
Bro, it is
That shit is killing me, yo.
expensive out there right now, dog.
Dude, it's killing me. The gas and tolls is killing me. I'm looking at this shit and I'm like, wow, man. It's uh
It's 341 right now is the national average for gas. It's crazy, bro.
man. It was up there like $5 at one time. It was close to $5
Well,
out here at
that's
one
how much
time.
it is out here right now. It's 5.
I mean, they got one spot that is that much out here, and I'm like, are you stupid?
Well,
Like this,
a lot of times I'll see there's some gas stations in Jersey that like they'll sell
anyone who
gas.
pulls in there,
Yeah, it's
they
an
must feel
idiot.
like a dick when they pull out because the only people who pull in there is if you don't know the neighborhood.
Right.
And you need gas. So you see that spot and you're like, let me jump in there. You jump in there, you pay $5 a gallon. Then you drive up maybe not even a half a mile, like, you know what I'm saying? Like 4 more blocks, and there's one there for like $3. And you're like,
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, what is it in Jersey right now? 329?
About it's a little well, I do plus, so
Mm.
you know. But whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm just saying. Every now and then you can get discouraged. You sit there and you're laying there and you're just like, fuck, man. Rent's due tomorrow. All right, I got the rent, but once I pay the rent, now I gotta fucking make it to next week because it just took all the money that I saved up for the fucking rent. And then next week I gotta pay these bills. You know what I'm saying? I try to look at things as if like I'm getting them new
Hmm.
every month.
Such as?
Like tomorrow,
Hmm.
I'm gonna rent an apartment.
For 1 month?
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna rent it tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm gonna rent it. I'm gonna send the dude the money, and I will have this apartment tomorrow again for another month. So I look at it as something new. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I'm also gonna get a phone and
You're gonna get an old phone.
I'm gonna get an old phone. I'm gonna buy a car. I'm buying a car, and I have to pay for the insurance on that new car. So I'm gonna buy a car this month.
Hopefully it
Yeah,
comes with
I look at
gas when
I
you
look
buy
at
it.
everything as like I'm getting it new. You know, I haven't bought electricity in a while, but somehow it still keeps coming. I haven't even looked at the bill. You want to look at the bill?
Yeah, dude.
You want to see what I owe?
Yeah.
Hold on.
I would love to see this actually.
Let's look at this, man. I haven't looked in a
Hold on.
while.
Let me guess, bro. When was the last yeah, I have to guess. You got to give me an
I'm
opportunity to guess.
thinking
When was the last time you paid it?
I'm thinking COVID. Before COVID,
Oh.
I took advantage of that whole they can't turn it off shit.
I'm going to say 2300 is what we're at right now.
2,300, you said?
Yeah.
I just want to make sure this, and it's bad because it's in the yellow envelopes. It's not in the white envelopes. It's in the yellow ones.
Is that so you
Let's
see
see.
it so it looks different?
I'm hoping that one was it. But let's see. I'll tell you right now.
Reading
Yeah,
Gary's electric bill live on air.
yeah. All right. So, what do you think? Anybody on? Anybody on here? Do we have anybody?
No.
Nobody watching live?
No,
Oh, they're all
no.
asleep.
Yeah.
That's a shame. So, what did you think it was?
2300.
The actual price is really not that bad, man. $622.19.
Oh.
It ain't that bad.
Nah.
And I don't use a lot of electric.
Yeah.
Like, what do I watch? TV.
Yeah. So what are they even
And I'm in
barking at
one
you for?
room.
What are they even barking at you for, bro?
Well, they're not. They're really not. They just keep sending me the yellow bills. I got a stack of yellow.
Does it show the last time you made a payment? Does it say that on there? It's got to say that on there.
It
Past
says it
due
on mine.
since. It says past due since.
Nah, it doesn't. It just says past due, but I have a way of finding out. Hold on. We will answer that question. When was the last time I paid? That's a good question.
I would
That
love
is
to
a
hear,
good
bro.
fucking question, man. You know what it is, man? Is that I was trying to help my son out. So I put it in his name because he needed to have,
Oh, the electric's in his name?
yeah.
Oh, dude.
That doesn't really fuck with your credit too hard, though.
Bro.
I'm gonna pay the fucking thing off, right? I'm not gonna leave my son with a
Does he
fucking
does
bill.
he know?
He knows it's in his name, but here's the
Uh,
thing: it's also his fault. It's
oh.
also his fault because I told him we need to put it back in my name. Because here's the problem: I can't just pay it. Every time I go to pay it, it's trying to pay my old one off of my phone. You understand what I'm saying? The minute I call up, it's registering my old one.
Uh,
So it's telling me I don't have, I don't owe nothing. So then I gotta call up them and go through this whole thing. And I'm not doing that every fucking month, man. Atlantic City Electric. When was the last payment on that, man? Does it tell you? View all activity.
this is gonna be one of those episodes and one of those segments where we're like, we remember
It
when we
says you
should have
have
known.
no activity for the last 9 months. So I haven't paid it in 9
At
months.
least.
At
At
least.
least. At least
At
9 months.
least 9 months. Yeah, well, I mean, I want to pay it, but they're the ones who told me, listen, we can't turn it off. I said, what do you mean you can't turn it off? They said, we're not allowed to turn it off. I said, okay. So you're last on my list to pay.
Yeah.
They'll get the lump. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll get everybody else, everything else I'm keeping up on,
Right. And they'll
you
just
know,
get a lump sum at some point.
and they'll just get a lump sum. Once I get my son to call up, we'll switch over to my name, and then I'll just hit him off eventually. It's not going to be anytime soon. I can't even do my taxes right now because I can't afford to do my taxes. Ain't that some shit?
That sucks. Things will turn around, bro. Greener pastures
Then
are
I ain't worried
arising.
about nothing, dog. I'm not worried about nothing. Like, what is it? Or so what? You know what I'm saying? Like, what more do I need right now? I got mad weed. I got some food in my cupboards. I got me fucking 2 different flavors of drinks right here.
Oh, what do
One
you
warm,
got?
one cold. I'm fucking chilling. I mean, listen, this is all the story. This is what I tell people, man. Like, if you just go for it and make it, then what fun is that? There's got to
It's
be
true,
some
bro.
tribulations,
Yeah,
man.
there has to be, right?
There's got to be some tribulations, man.
Yeah.
That's the problem that people want like everything handed to them. What fucking fun is that? You know what I'm saying? There's got to be some tribulation in your life, man. You got to learn from things. Otherwise, I don't know. I think life is pretty boring without them. I'm not gonna say I don't get caught up in them. You know,
One thing that I've noticed, man, living in the city here, how much harder it is to do everything when you're not driving and you got to walk to get everything. You don't realize that when you're from the suburbs, that it's kind of a pain in the ass to just do fucking anything when you got to just hoof it and carry it. See?
that's because you
Yes.
got those Bambi legs, dude.
Dude, I got fucking tree trunks over here, dog.
Tree trunks. What do you mean in length? Maybe in length, dog. There's no way those like. What is that, dude? You got like Ken legs from Ken and Barbie. You can't even tell where your leg ends and your butt begins. It just looks like it pops on your hip. You know,
Yeah,
you,
I need to do some more squats to get
you're skipping
my
leg
ass
day,
right.
dog.
Yeah.
You're skipping leg day. My legs are fucking like little, like like a
Chicken legs.
lesbian. My legs are like a lesbian shortstop. All right, got those thick, you know, looking like I could track down anything, dude. My legs is dope.
Oh
You know,
man, the softball team.
what would you say is your best feature? What's your best feature, Brian Licata?
I'd say the hair probably. I do have nice hair.
You have nice hair, but that's your best feature, your hair.
I think so. Best physical feature.
Yeah,
Maybe
best physical
my
feature.
eyes, my eyelashes.
Yeah, nah, mine is definitely my eyelashes.
Your eyelashes. Yeah, you
People
get
love
some.
my eyelashes.
Yeah, women love your
No,
eyelashes.
everyone loves my eyelashes. Everyone loves my eyelashes. Everyone, animals. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mama.
mama loves my eyelashes. She'll sit there and like just kind of Eskimo kiss my eyelashes
Oh,
or butterfly kiss, right? That's a butterfly kiss with the eyelashes.
yeah, it's a
Yeah,
butterfly kiss.
yeah, it's definitely my eyelashes. After that, I don't know,
I'd say
you know,
face usually for me, man. But I've been breaking out the past couple days. I just got these.
stress or grease.
I think grease. I think that's what it was. I think I ate some. I think I ate actually. I had a big
You're
steak.
looking, you're looking a little pale. I don't know if it's the lighting.
Yeah, I think it's the light.
I don't know if it's the lighting, but you're looking a little pale. You know,
There you go.
little cold. Looking like you've been out in the cold for like
How's
a
that?
couple of
Little
days.
warmer.
Um, no, you still look kind of shiny,
Mm.
kind of light bulb and bright in the face. You know, you're all right. You feeling okay?
Yeah, I'm feeling good.
I'm
It's the
thinking maybe
light. No,
coming down with something and you just don't know it.
just turn the light down. Which actually brings us to our next point. The U.S. government announced that the COVID actually came from the Wuhan lab.
I wasn't even gonna bring that up. Is that even news? Like anybody who listens to us already knew that, I guess, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, is that even fucking news? You know. So Trump was right,
So
right?
were we, bro. So were we on this show.
Dude, you know what's crazy, man? I was having a conversation with a friend, and like, they're still believing the narrative. You know what I'm saying? And I said, I forgot how it got here, but they tried to use the analogy of the V's, right? To the analogy of having to wear a seatbelt in a car, right? So I said, wait a minute, you're trying to make an analogy against something that we know and is proven to actually help and save lives.
Hmm.
Like we know the seatbelt, if you get into a car accident with the seatbelt, we know you have a better percentage of living. Not to say that people in seatbelts don't die, but we know that by wearing the seatbelt, we know for a fact, you know what I'm saying? Through
And almost
many
all, yeah,
years of
yeah, yeah.
statistics,
In almost
through
every circumstance.
through many years of statistics,
Hmm.
that it's better to have it on, even in reality, even if you die, because doesn't it keep, it keeps you from banging your face against the windshield, and
Hmm.
now you can have an open casket. So, it's like that's an obvious thing, you know. And I mentioned, plus that's a law. Like they were able to make that a law because they were able to show that, it's safer. It's obviously safer. And they asked me, well, if it wasn't a law, you wouldn't wear it. And I said, probably not.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, so you don't care about being safe? And I said, well, I think my safety is my driving. I
Right.
choose not to have accidents. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I just feel like I probably wouldn't. I never used to before it became a law. So I don't know. I don't know if I would go into not wearing it now. Like if they got rid of it, I
Hmm.
probably would still do it because now it's a habit. But back in the day, I didn't wear it. I put the trust. Said, God is my co-pilot.
Well, especially when, I mean, you were probably around before they had seatbelt laws, right? Did they have seatbelt laws
Yeah,
when you
no,
were a
I,
kid?
I used to drive without seatbelt all the time.
There,
I hated when they made it a law.
right. Yeah. When did they make that law? Do you remember?
80s.
Yeah.
It had to be like in the 80s, late 80s, because
And
I was
then
driving, so it had to be the late 80s.
that's crazy.
You know.
State seatbelt laws.
But the point out, so I come out and I said, I trust my driving, and they were like, well, it's not your driving; it could be somebody
December
else's
1st,
driving.
1984.
Yeah, see, I knew I was 14. Wow, look at that. Um, wow, I was driving pretty young. Um, can't be 1984 that they made it a law.
Seat
Can't
use
be.
was voluntary until New York became the first state to require occupants to wear seatbelts as of December 1st, 1984.
Wow, I was young. I shouldn't even been driving nonetheless without a fucking seatbelt.
Um, hmm. I think only New Hampshire is the only one that doesn't require adults to wear a seatbelt.
Dude, you go down, they got motherfuckers riding motorcycles with no helmets and tank
Oh,
tops
what,
on
New
the
Hampshire?
highway.
Yeah, live free or die, bro. That's the motto there.
On the highway. doing
live
80,
live free and die.
doing 80, live free and die. How about that? That could happen too. They say or die, like it did, like the two can't go hand in hand. Um, but what was I just saying, man? Fucking we were just saying,
Seatbelt laws.
see, yeah. And I said, well, God is my co-pilot. I've
Mm.
had a lot of people almost take me out, and I miraculously did something to get around it. So I said, I put my faith in God, and they were like, oh, brother. And I said, what's crazy though is that why is it that when I go against the V's, right, you tell me I'm bugging because you're putting your faith in Mr. Fidauci. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But then I tell you that I put my faith in God, and it's like, oh, I don't want to hear that.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? It's like, why am I,
Where's the tolerance at, dog?
why am I an idiot? I'm not
Mm-hmm.
pushing nothing on you. I'm just saying, me personally, that's who I put my trust in more than, you know what I'm saying,
You
more
have the right
than
to do so, my friend.
anything else.
Yeah.
And like you're trusting someone you don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I happen to know who I'm trusting in. You know what I'm saying? Not fully, not as close as I would like to, but we've met. You know what I'm saying? I never met Fidauci.
Like we
I
said, if
never
he's never
met him.
seen your balls, he's not your doctor, right?
If you don't know what my dick looks like, he's not my doctor, dog. Sorry. You know what I'm saying? Sorry. I just can't do it. And I don't know why that makes me an idiot. And then I sit there and I say, well, I trust in God. And people, oh, brother, what? You know what I'm saying? You put your trust in man, go right ahead. I'm not sitting here trying to push no nothing on nobody. You know. In fact, people friends that I have that are believers are like, you need to tell people. No, I don't. Hey, listen, man. If they ask, I'll share. But if they don't ask me, I'm not beating nobody in the head. I'll let my life be the beacon that shines.
Yeah, lead by example.
Yeah. And if people ask me, how I take things the way I take them, I'll explain it if they really want to hear. You know what I'm saying? I ran into somebody the other day that I know hates me.
Oh,
Like I know it. It's proven,
verified.
verified, stamped, and it's fine. I don't mind. I don't really care. You know what I'm saying?
You
Like,
think it's justified?
oh no, not at all. But that's besides the point. I guess to each their own. I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But I ran into them and like they like hugged the shit out of me. Oh, like it was so good to see me. And like it was like the hug was like, when a dude cheats on his wife and he tries to like
No, I
he,
don't.
he's
I
saying
don't.
he's sorry, like in the movies, like any Tyler Perry movie. Like, and then like he's trying to make the wife hug him. So he's like, baby, I'm sorry. And he goes and hugs it, and the wife don't want to hug him. So the wife's like, and then like he picks her arms up and they're just like, I was the
No.
wife.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry for you.
Very strange. And then like I follow you on Facebook. They could be watching this right now. But it was very strange because I already know they don't like me. You know what I'm saying? And it's like this has been repeated. It's constant. Like I always run into the person. They act like they like me. So I'm like, all right, I guess we're cool, because somebody had told me they didn't like me. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I just saw the person. Like we were cool. They were like, I gotta come out to see them. And I was like, whatever. And then, next thing I know, I get like some text messages of how I'm like the devil and shit. And I'm like the most evil person in the world. And I'm like, where the fuck did this come from? You know what I'm saying? Like I just saw you.
Gee,
Like
what
what
is
the
going
fuck
on?
happened between you telling me I gotta come up to me getting these texts, And then and this is a while ago. This is like a while ago, a couple years ago. And then like a couple years go by, I run into the person again. They're like, everything's cool. I'm not a grudge holder. And if I didn't do anything wrong, then I don't see no reason why
Why you should have a problem? Yeah.
I don't have the problem. You're the one that had the problem with me. I didn't have a problem with you. I thought we was cool. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And then they're like, oh, and I'm like, oh, and whatever. Bygones is bygones. I don't know. Maybe you was bugging. Maybe your meds were off. I don't know what the fuck. And then I get another bunch of shit said to me, like, I'm a piece of shit.
Texted
So
you directly from the person?
yeah, like inboxed.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
What, dude?
Or to like our mutual friend. The mutual friend hit me up and be like, yo, they just hit me up saying that you ain't shit. And that's the nice way of saying it. When I tell you it's like full long,
What do you
long,
make of
it's
it,
all
dude?
narcissism.
Do you want to read the message on air?
No, 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 no. No, I'm not gonna throw nobody under the bus like that.
Well, you don't have
But
to read their
but
name, but you can just read the
nah, nah,
message.
nah, nah, nah. I'm not gonna read the message. It's well because the things that I'm accused of, which although ridiculous, are I'm not gonna say like it doesn't hurt me. You know what I'm saying? Like to even think what you're thinking is like what the fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Do like a CIA redacted version of it.
Well, one of the things is I'm blamed for like the death of one of the family members, and it's ridiculous.
Whoa.
They died of cancer. You know what I'm saying? Like it's that kind of psychotic whatever.
Hmm.
So it is what it is, man. People gonna whatever makes people move on. If I gotta be that, I'll be that. I'm used to being the bad guy. I've been in a lot of relationships. That's part of being in a relationship. You got to be a bad guy. But what's crazy is I ran into them and they're just like, oh, and the last time I heard that I was a piece of shit. So I didn't expect to even see them. And they
Hmm.
could have walked right by me. I didn't even recognize them because they were wearing a mask, of
Oh.
course. And I didn't even like really notice. And they called me, and I was like, all right, and I'm I'm like, then it's like I don't want to say he or she, so I'm just saying there, what I'm saying? I don't want to give like really nothing up, but they're like,
Uh-huh.
oh, I've been following you. You're doing so great. It's good to see you following your dreams. Everything you touch, you conquer. And I was like,
It's definitely a woman.
I was just like, thank you. So now I just got inboxed by that person.
Today?
Just now. That's what I looked at when I looked down. And I'm wondering, that's why I went into the story. And I'm not even gonna look at it. I'm just because I just know it's from the person. I'm like, I can only imagine what that is. It only takes about a day,
Uh-huh.
and then I'm a piece of shit. The craziest
Weird,
thing.
bro. Weird.
I I don't know, man. I bring about all kinds of emotions in people, and it's not always good ones, which I never understood. You know, I'm glad I grew out of the. I used to have a punch me face. I was told. I don't think I
Really?
got that anymore.
No, that's good. Yeah, I don't think you have that.
No, I don't think I got that no more. I got that don't fuck with me face now. But back in the day, for some reason, people used to like to want to hit me. You know, I mean, even the kids who got bullied would try to come at me. I'm like, motherfucker, you get bullied. Don't
Don't
I
be
get
trying to.
bullied too, but I hold my own. Like you get bullied. This motherfucker got his arm broke and shit. I ain't never get my arm broke. Got tossed around a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever got my bones broken by anybody.
I broke my hand on somebody.
Okay. On their face,
Temple.
temple. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. You must have cracked them, bro, to fucking break your hand. Were they wearing a
Um,
helmet or something?
they had one of those big square heads. It was an Asian dude. He had one of those like big square, like
Just a noggin, like a thick
yeah,
skull.
yeah.
Yeah, that shit just.
And I had on gloves, like it
Did
was
he
during the
go?
winter, so I had on gloves too. Like you could see it. You see how these two
Yes,
knuckles
bro.
drop?
Yeah, yeah.
I hit him wrong, obviously. Yeah.
He go
They
down.
say I won that fight, but did I really? The next day, that person stopped drinking, and I had to nurse a broken hand. So who really won that fight? You know, you gotta look at things in perspective. I
Right.
feel like I lost that fight.
It would have been really ironic if you would have got addicted to painkillers right after that for your hand.
I actually, I had to take myself to the doctors the next day.
Really?
Yeah, I always had to. Anytime I got hurt, I always had to take myself to the doctors. I remember one time I was climbing over, you know those gates that block off how like a whole group
Hold
of
on, hold on.
houses, and
You
they got the
sound
point.
so you sound so bitter that you had to take yourself to the
Because a
doctor.
lot of times I'm gonna share a story with you. I had just finished having an argument with my ex-wife. Right, we had an argument, stupid argument. You know what I'm saying? I was out there trying to make money, and I was getting shit from every angle. It was
Yeah.
a stupid argument, but we had an argument, so I broke out to go smoke a blunt with my man. You know, now to her, that's oh, you're running away to go hang out with your friends. For me, I'm going to smoke a blunt with my man to relax, so I don't kill you.
Right.
I'm trying to keep you alive. I'm trying to keep us together. You know what I'm saying? Like in my head back then, I was a very violent dude, right? So to get to my man's house, you had to like walk all the way around the block. So instead of walking around the block, well, I walked around the block to get there, but coming back, I decided to cut through.
Hmm.
Now you were able to get through on one end, but you couldn't exit on the other because you needed a key. They didn't want people going in and out. That lock was broken. So I had to climb over the gate. And the gate was those gates with those spikes, right?
Like iron, like wrought
The
iron spikes.
iron tall ones, the tall ones.
Dude, I don't want to hear the story.
It's not bad.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's not as bad as you're thinking. I didn't get impaled. So I'm going to climb over. Now, mind you, I was smoking blunts. We were drinking a little bit, right? So now
Right.
I go to climb over and I go to hop off. Now remember, this is like 90s baggy jeans.
Right.
So I was wearing a pair of Sean Johns. I remember Sean John had
Oh
just came out
shit.
with their gear, and it caught the top of the
The
spike.
spike. Yeah.
So it went through my pants, and then like
You went
like
over
I
it.
went right over, and
Oh
my whole
yes,
leg, like if
dude.
this is your leg, and it normally bends like this, right? My whole leg went, and it went sideways. So I'm sideways, and I heard it. I heard it crack, dude. It was one of the craziest. I still know the sound.
At
And
your knee,
now,
bro.
yeah,
At
my
the
knee, it
knee.
went sideways. Like it's supposed to go this way, but it went this way. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm hanging from it, right? But I'm hanging. I'm 5'4", dog. My hands are like this, and I'm just like this on the floor. Like I can't even push up off the floor. So I'm hanging, and I can just barely touch the floor with my fingers. With my fingers, like my arms are stretched out, and I'm trying to grab like the floor, and I can't even. So I'm hanging there, and it's all on my leg, the whole thing. I'm in my head. Well, first of all, I'm in shock because I'm hanging upside down. Cars are going by, and I'm hanging upside down. Right. Yeah, cars are just shooting by. These motherfuckers ain't even stopping or nothing. I'm hanging upside down like this, right? And I'm thinking, motherfucker. So I couldn't push up off the floor, so I had to just man up. And I grabbed the pole, and I just kind of pull myself up, pull myself up. Oh, first I tried, before I pull myself
The
up, I tried
swing.
pulling, no, I tried pulling the pants, thinking it would
Oh,
rip.
right.
Sean John makes good pants.
Good jeans, bro.
I'm
Straight
not
up
even gonna
jeans.
lie, dude, they would not rip. And I was pulled, but every time I pulled, I felt it in my knee because
Yeah.
I'm hanging from my knee sideways the whole time. My knee's going in a way it should not go. So I say, fuck it. I man up. I pull myself up the pipe, and I just lift it up, and I fall to the floor. And then I stand right up, and I take one step and hit the floor. Now in my head, I'm like, my leg is broken.
Right.
So I hobble to the house, and I tell my ex-wife, at the time with my wife, you know what I'm saying? I go inside and I said, yo, I think I broke my leg coming from my man Danny's house on the thing. I tell her what happened. She goes, oh, well, you want to be a stupid idiot climbing over the fences, take your fucking damn self over to the hospital. I was like, really? Crazy.
I see why you guys broke up.
Oh no, yeah. There was a couple of times like that when I needed a little ride to the hospital, and she was like, take your fucking damn self to the hospital. I don't got time for that shit.
She could at least drop you off. She
Yo,
don't have to
at
wait with you.
least drop me off,
You
dog.
know,
At
just give
least
you a
drop
ride.
me off. Oh my God.
What?
They hit me up. I know it's not good. And I know it's gonna be long. I know it's gonna be long. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. For all I know, they're watching right now, and now they're responding to it because they're watching this, and they're like, "Oh, look, if you're watching, I didn't say it was you, but me and you both know what time it is. You don't like me.
How could you not like Gary? How could anybody not like you?
Oh no, I get it. But it's like the reasons are from like when we were little.
Oh,
I don't get people, yeah, like little, I did bad things, like I can understand you. I mean, back then you was mad at me for weeks,
hmm,
sometimes months, and we made up. Now it's like the accumulation of all that makes me a piece of shit. I've grown up. I'm not the same guy I used to be. I've changed a little bit.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You've changed, bro. You've
Nah, I
changed.
have, man. I fucking changed, yo. Like, what the
Yeah,
fuck? I'm
for
not the
sure.
same as I used to be. I don't hold grudges against nobody. And some people have done some really foul shit to me growing up. But you know what? We were growing up.
We were kids.
Yeah. I mean, like if I met you, I'd be like, I'd let it go. I'm not,
It's
holding
just like
grudges.
it's like 50 years ago.
Dude, I had someone come up to me one time and like get mad at me for some shit from when I was 16.
Mm,
And I was like, and this is a person that I see all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like we
right.
cool. I see them all the time. And then like one time during like some sort of something, they started bringing up shit and brought up some shit. But I said, I was 16, dog. You're holding on to that? What a shame. I wasn't even thinking about it. And that, people, is the thing of forgiveness.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like this person held on to this shit for like it had to be. I was 16, and this came up probably when I was in my 40s.
30 years, bro.
30 years holding on to that. I wasn't even thinking about it. I was going through my own stresses and dealing with my own shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I was 16 years old. You think I'm thinking about motherfuckers who I'm friends with a dude who robbed me, who I'm trying to get on the show. Actually, you know what I'm
Really? I
saying?
would
Like,
love that.
like, oh yeah, nah. I'm getting him on, dude. I want to get you a copy of the book first, so you can read it. So when he comes on,
I would
you
like
have
that.
some
Yeah, yeah, I would like that. What's the
you
name
have
of the
some
book?
insight. I mean, this dude's pure gangster too. So you'll
What's
read
the
the
name of the
book, and then
book?
then you'll know how to approach it. You
Is
won't
this
be
guy who was
saying
in
those.
jail?
Yeah, it's called
Yeah.
My Bid. Yeah.
My bid.
His name is Ice. But that's a whole other thing. But either way, like we cool now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Kareem?
yeah,
Kareem Culbertson.
yeah, that's my dog.
Ice.
Yeah, yeah. It's a great book, man. And I remember it all. It's all true. I remember it all. And it's not even about me. I just remember when all that shit was going on.
My bid.
Yeah, man. Um, yeah, pick up a copy on Amazon, but I'm gonna get them on the show. Uh so what was I saying? Yeah, so like that's the reason why people we need to forgive. Because it's not letting the other person off the hook. It's letting you off the hook. It's giving you the chance to move on because that person is doing their own thing.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And you holding on to something. Just let it go. Life is so much easier when you let shit go, man. You know, I don't understand it. People, I can't let it go. You've been holding on to it for 30 years.
Right.
You've been holding on for it for 20 years. What good has that done you?
Right.
What good has it done you? It's the same shit with everything going on in this world. It's like people want people to pay for shit that they didn't do. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of that going on.
Hmm.
It's like, I don't want to be blamed for the shit my grandfather did. I didn't even know my grandfather. Never even met the man.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the truth. I never even met the man. I don't want to pay for anything he might have done. I had nothing to do with that. So now we're gonna take it even deeper to like our ancestors. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, man.
You know what
They
I'm saying? Like,
it's it's a funny thing to bring up, and I mean you could always talk about it with like the like reparations and stuff like that, and like I'm white, obviously, but none of my family came here until the 20s, like 1920s. All that shit was way over by the time anybody I was related to ever even got here. You know, no involvement whatsoever in American
I feel
slavery.
like
You
anyone
know,
that's getting reparations should be able to produce names. I want to know who it is directly that you was related to.
oh, I think they, I think they
Yeah,
do.
okay. Do
Yeah,
do they?
oh, I don't know.
Does everybody in San Francisco who they're talking about giving reparations to? Do they know who it is that they're getting it for? I mean, the whole idea of giving somebody money for something that they didn't go through is a little weird to me, man. And don't get me wrong, there was a time I bought into that.
Bro.
There was a time I
5 million each.
5 million each. 5 million each. There was a time I bought into that. And then, I started thinking for myself and realizing, what the fuck are we talking about? What are we talking about here? Like, what did you go through that you deserve that? You know what I'm saying? How far removed are you?
They said there was no mathematical calculation for the 5 million. It was just a number that they made up, and they're like, "Yeah, 5 million sounds good."
How many Newports can you buy for $5 million?
Dude, the Dave Chappelle reparations.
That's what I was. That's what I was referring to when he bought a Newport truck. It's fucking insane.
That might be one of my favorite Chappelle show skits of all time.
Chappelle was amazing, yo.
Yeah, dude, he was a beast. He was a beast, an absolute beast. Are you reading the message?
What is this from, man?
Are you reading the message?
I actually got two reviews from
AC Jokes.
Of AC Jokes.
Oh, dude, let's read those, bro.
All right, I'll read it. I don't even know how to get here. All right.
Can you send it to me so I can put it up? Can you screenshot it or something?
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
All right.
Fuck it. This is going. We were right. We had nothing to talk about tonight. We knew it was going to be a crazy show, right?
I knew it was going to be a
Here
good
we
episode.
go.
Yeah, me and Gary
Here's the
texted
first
each other.
one.
I texted him at 7:30. I was like, "Any topics for tonight?" And he said, "Nope." And I said, "Not same."
But look, we flowing, man. I haven't even had no downtime. Here you go. All right, let's check them out. Yeah, fuck it, right? I've been looking at the reviews lately. I don't know why. It's good to check every now and then, I guess, see how much people hate me, find out what jokes people really hate. Because when people love you, they don't put reviews. They don't. They keep that shit a secret. When they love me, they just want to keep that a secret. But when they hate me, boy, they want to put that all over. This could be a bad review about me. I actually don't know. So let's see. What's the first one say?
Yeah, we can't tell. We don't know if this is about you. So it says, I recently went to a comedy show that had one really bad comedian. They couldn't even spell the word bananas correctly, which was embarrassing to watch. Luckily, the other guys in the lineup made up for this comedian's lackluster performance. Was that you, bro? Could you not spell bananas on stage? Who was trying to spell bananas on stage, bro?
You really don't know?
Oh, that's one of Stedman's jokes, isn't it?
You said it, not me. You said it, not me. I will say that I have lost money thinking that it was going to get spelled correctly by accident, and it still didn't get spelled right. You're going to get me in trouble. That's what you're going to do. You're going to get me in trouble.
Dude,
fuck it. We're here. We're doing it. I don't give a shit. Actually, we've been on for so long. Anyone is either watching it now, I'm busted. But if they're not watching it now, they'll never get this deep into our shit to catch it. Okay. Let's see what the other one is.
You only sent me the one.
No, I sent you two.
No, I didn't get two. Did I get two? Let me refresh. Oh yeah, I got two. Hold on.
What's this one say? This will be interesting. What's this one say?
I had a really strange experience at AC Jokes last night. 5 stars, by the way. The show started off great with a lineup of hilarious comedians, had the audience in stitches. But then one of the comedians, a bald guy who looked a bit odd, started screaming at an audience member for no apparent reason. It was uncomfortable, and the mood in the room immediately shifted. After the show, we saw the same bald comedian crying in the car in the parking lot. It was bizarre, and we couldn't help but feel a little sorry for him. Despite the odd behavior of the bald comedian, the other comedians were fantastic. They were witty, clever, and had great rapport with the audience. The venue itself was cozy and welcoming, and the staff were friendly. Dog, people are
I
reviews
feel
about
bad.
this, dude.
I feel bad that I shared that. This is
Me
how you
too.
know that I fly without a net, people. This is how you know that I am working without a net. Because had I read that, I wouldn't have shared that. I wouldn't have shared that.
Same.
And that's only because I know who they're talking about. Yeah. This is how you know that I'm just jumping the shark, dude. No vest, no nothing, man.
You want me to go to
You
the other
know.
ones? Pull it up on Google Maps, dude. We can read
What
all the
happened?
we can read all the 1-star reviews on Google.
Oh, what, you just brought up the reviews? I probably got a lot of 1-star reviews on there, man. At one point they were just tearing me up. At one point. But whatever, man. What do the reviews know? But it's crazy what they wrote. Like, it's crazy. Like what did him doing that after the show in the parking lot have to do with the show? That was unnecessary to put, you know what I'm saying, yo? Like, that was very unnecessary. They could have kept that feeling to themselves. I guess it would have been worse if they went to the website and looked it up. I will say this though. I want to make one thing clear. All right. I'm not going to say who it is, but I do know this. It wasn't this bald comedian. All right.
No, dude. He said it was. He saw him in a black Honda.
He didn't say a black Honda,
He
dog.
did, bro. He said black Honda, bro. You want
No,
me
it
to look
didn't
up?
say
Yeah,
a
bro,
black
it said
Honda.
black
Go back
Honda.
to that shit. No fucking way.
Yeah,
It didn't say crying in a black Honda.
yeah. After the show, we saw the same bald comedian
Bring it up.
crying in his
Read
black
it.
Honda.
Bring it up.
in the
Bring it up. I'm not
parking
taking
lot,
your word
dog.
for it, dog. Bring it up.
It
Let's
says
see.
it right here, bro.
In a black Honda.
Yeah, dude. In a black Honda right
Yeah,
here after the show.
crying in their car in the parking lot. All right, you dick. You had me thinking for a second. It said that too. I was like, what? The fuck are you talking about? That's funny. But that was unnecessary. That's something you could have left out.
I know. You could have left that out, but they didn't.
Because they didn't. But that's the funny thing is, like, that has nothing to do with the show, really. You already said what you thought about the show. The one dude you didn't care about. You had to share that because you didn't like him. You broke his fucking heart. I think that was unnecessary. I really do. I'm just saying, people are fucking foul. You know? And they don't know what happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, for all you know, it had nothing to do with the show.
But it did, though.
But you don't know. You don't know. That could have got bad news.
About the show.
I guess we all handle it different.
No,
You know,
feel-
when I eat a
feel-
dick, I gargle. Some people cry. You know, I wash the taste out of my mouth with a blunt when I eat a dick. The other night, I fucking had a horrible set. I had a horrible set. I had like 4 people in the crowd that liked me.
Really?
And everybody else was like, fuck him. So, what do I care? I even said, I'm not one of those people who care how you feel about me.
Mm-hmm.
I attempted. You guys wasn't with it. That's fine. It happens every now and then.
See somebody tomorrow.
The fuck do I care, man? I mean, don't get me wrong. I wish they would have liked me. Do I wish? No, it would have been cool if they would have liked me.
It would have been a lot cooler
You
if
know what
you
I'm
did.
saying? I mean, there comes a point where you have to realize that sometimes it's just not going to be your crowd.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like for me, because what I have one bad set that this crowd, and I mean there were some people sporadically who liked me, but it was a small crowd, so you could really see who didn't like me, and it was pretty much the whole crowd. But
Right.
but at the end of the day, like so what? I should throw out all the other shows that I've crushed and destroyed
Hmm.
because this night I didn't. They thought I wasn't funny, so maybe so they must be right and everybody else is wrong.
I guess that's one of the benefits of getting on stage so much too.
You know.
Do you ever change? Like, if you read a room that they're not gonna like certain stuff, do you ever like not do it, or you roll? Like, how much do you adapt to a room? I guess that's a better
Um,
question. Not really. Do you change your material? How much do you adapt to a room if you see,
I've
whatever?
done I've done where like I just did my shit and didn't really give a fuck that, like
You
the
just
people
barrel
who
through.
liked me, I saw the people who liked me and I just kept doing it for them and fuck the people that didn't join along. And I did make, I did make it known that they wasn't feeling me. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? But I just kept barreling through. But I've also done where like, all right, this is, I'm talking about one thing, no one's getting it. I'll say, all right, let me try to connect with you on something else. I won't say let me try it. I'll just in my
Right.
head shift it into another direction, see if that gets them. If that don't get them, then I usually go, okay, you didn't want to laugh at the easy shit. You didn't want to laugh at,
And that's when you start. That's when you start going crazy, right?
that's when I start talking about, fucking Disney dicks and all
Right.
kinds of
Right.
crazy
Right. Right.
shit.
Right.
And
Right.
yeah, that's
Right.
when I just dive in and just start, all right,
That's when
let's
you go
see.
deep
You
down the
never know
rabbit.
because they might be into all the crazy shit,
Right.
you know. But that's when I just be like, fuck it. And there's times when I'll try, and then there's times when it's not hitting, and I'm just like, fuck them. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes I'm just like, fuck them. I mean, but it depends. It really does depend. If I'm doing the bullet, if I'm going on first, then I do want to try to get them open so that whoever goes on behind me has a good set.
Because
But
that's really the purpose of the bullet, right? It's kind of your job, more or less.
so they say.
Right.
I mean, for me, I always look at it as when I go up there, my purpose is to do my show.
Right.
This is my show
Your
right here.
time.
This little part
Yeah.
right here
Yeah.
is
It's your
my show.
time. Yeah. It's your
That's
time.
it. You know, and I
Hmm.
try to make it spectacular, but it doesn't always work. We had a light crowd tonight. It was a great show, though. I
Yeah.
actually had a really good set tonight. Yeah, light crowd. I think there was like 20, but it was a great. Like they were a good 20, man. We had a great time. We had fun. You know,
Where were you
um,
at? Uh,
Trop.
Drop.
Mhm.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, man. But once
Drop.
again, like I said, Comedy Cove was cool. I had two good shows there. You know, uh, doesn't take much people in there anyway to have a good show there. You know, but big up to everybody who came out over at Comedy Cove. I appreciate that, and everyone who picked up shirts. There's still a few llama shirts left, not many, and I only got a few sizes left. I don't know what they are. I'm terrible at keeping inventory. I just know I used to have 4 bags and now I got two. What sizes? I don't know. I consolidated.
That's good. I mean, you have stock. You're half out.
Yeah. I think I also got a fucking cavity. I think
Ah,
it could be that or it could just be real sensitive right now, but it's really fucking with me, man. And teach shit suck because it fucks up your whole day.
can't think. Hurts the brain. You know. You just had some
Fucks with
tooth. You
everything.
had some tooth shit going on not too long
Yeah, man.
ago.
I've got this one
Are
fucking
you
filled.
blushing? Are you brushing? Are
I
you
brush all the time.
are you flossing?
Not all the time. But I
You
also have a
gotta
problem
floss,
because
man.
I have receding gum lines.
It's because you're not flossing,
My teeth will last longer than my gums will.
and you have great teeth.
They're all right.
They're beautiful teeth. Big size choppers.
Oh,
You know.
they could be beautiful teeth, but
You
because I
got a great
smoke and
smile.
shit like that,
Yeah, but you
you
still have a
know,
great smile.
well,
Yeah. Yeah.
um, yeah, fucking a man. I like that. We really didn't have shit to talk about today.
No, we
I don't
didn't.
even know why I don't have. I mean, I've been watching so much shit. I've been watching a lot of debates and shit like that.
I kind
Um,
of I don't know, man. I've kind of just been a little just, shunning off a little,
Yeah,
to
me too.
the outer world right now. Just at least the last week or so, just like I ain't got time for it right now. You know?
You got to kind of just turn off a little bit,
Yeah.
you know?
And then
You got to. It eats your brain away, you know?
it does, dude.
And even worse, like, it's like you can't have conversations with people. That's the worst, is that it's like I was trying to have a conversation with this person. I wasn't even bringing up conspiracies. I was bringing up the shit that came out. You know what I'm saying? And they were like, "You're crazy." I'm like, "I'm crazy. This
is news.
This is what they said. Like, these are the people you believe."
Yeah.
Fucking insane,
This
man.
is your guy. It's it's your guy. I'm just trying to think of some of there's been a bunch of wild things that have happened even in the past week.
Of course, there's
I,
always something happening.
oh,
Uh,
I think
those cackling hens, over at the View.
what did they say?
What's her name? Bear. What's her name?
Joy Behart.
Yeah, you didn't hear what she said about the Ohio train crash?
No.
Oh, dude.
Hold on.
How do these people still have a show? You know what I'm saying? Like, they'll pull me off for not abbreviating a word. And they'll say that what I'm saying is false information, even though all I'm doing is repeating what's out there. It's not like I'm an investigative reporter. I'm just looking at the shit that's out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not investigating shit. I'm reading what's out there. I'm watching what's out there.
Right.
And they'll pull my shit. But they'll let like these cackling hens go on and just talk the craziest shit.
I'm trying to get the clip up.
I mean, forget about like this clip I want you to bring up, but they were also, I think it's in this clip where they like blaming Trump for the train. I mean, do they realize Trump hasn't been a president for like going on 3
They would
years?
never vote for him for somebody who, by the way, he placed someone with deep ties to the chemical industry in charge of the EPA's Chemical Safety Office. That's who you voted for in that district, Donald Trump.
So I don't know how long they're going to keep letting her get away with insensitive comments. That's.
Oh my God. I mean, come on, girl. Insensitive comments.
Well, no, you didn't see what she said. Go see if you can get her actual quote, because what she said is she blamed it on Trump, first of all. And I'm like, what? And then she said that he did this, and this. That's who you voted for. In other words, what she's saying is you got what you deserved. That's what she's saying.
Yeah, hold on. I think I got it here.
Yeah, you got to find like the actual thing of her saying it. These cackling freaking.
That's who you voted for in that district, Donald Trump, who reduces all safety. He did.
Do they showed up at McDonald's and those voters saw something on the ground that probably resonates in a way that they need.
Yeah, but they need to look past the photo ops, these people, and say who's doing the job here.
Joy Behar and the.
You know what's so crazy is how they keep claiming that they're doing a good job. Is it that if you say it enough? Well, I guess so, because some people believe they're doing a good job. In what area?
And here's where the episode turns, people.
No, I'm just saying, it only takes one clip to get me started, right? Those
I know, same too, bro.
hens.
Now my blood is boiling. And man,
those cackling, first of all, they cackle over each other the whole fucking time. They say the dumbest things. She's like, that's who you voted for. That's what you get. That's who you voted for. And it's like, they're people. They're just people. How are you going to gloat? How are you going to gloat over the fact that
you were right? That's what it is.
Well, first of all, they weren't right.
Right.
They weren't right. They're blaming, wait a minute. Buttigieg, right? That's the dude, whatever his fucking name is. I'm mad that I know who does this, but he's the one who's in charge of that. He was put in there by Biden. Yep. He's been in charge of it for 2.5 years. Yep. So how are you blaming Trump? It doesn't even make sense. And people, I'm not like a pro-Trump dude. I'm just not an anti-Trump dude. I want whoever's better. I look at how shit was going when he was president, and I kind of liked it better. I can't say things are better now than it was 4 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like 4 years ago, I wasn't struggling like I am now.
Right.
My money went further.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the other day I got one bag of groceries, dog. I picked up, oh my God, no lie. I picked up 10 cans of food for my cat, right? I picked up a thing of milk, like a quart of milk. I picked up a juice and a roll of toilet paper. I'm not toilet paper, paper towel. And what else did I get? I had to have gotten something else because it came out to $47. And it all fit in one bag, $47. I think I might have bought coffee.
That's crazy, dude.
$47.
I know.
What did I buy?
Yeah, I feel like I've just been hemorrhaging money the past like 6 months, dude.
Dude, everything.
Yeah.
Everything. Even what's crazy, even like when I talk about the tolls, like I don't even know how people don't even bring up the tolls because they didn't just raise like a quarter
I
or
know,
50
dude,
cents.
doubled.
These things raise double,
doubled.
triple.
Yeah. I know.
It's like
gas, bro. Gas, like gas prices in like 2019 were like $2 a gallon, dog.
we're all under a spell. We're all under the spell. They spelt it on a piece of paper and we all follow it because we're all under a spell.
That's what it feels like sometimes, man, doesn't it?
We got no say. It's crazy, man. It's fucking crazy. And it's like we pay all these taxes for what? I was driving in New York on Monday. Oh, horrible, horrible fucking streets, man. It's like driving on the moon.
Oh, holes everywhere, huh?
It's fucking horrible, man. It's fucking horrible. Although, if you haven't checked out already, man, and you're in New York City, go check out the Grizzly Pear Midtown. If you're in Midtown, check out the Midtown one. If you're downtown by McDougal, go check out the Grizzly Pear over there, McDougal, man. Big up to those brothers out there, man. My man Pete and Gary, yo. Big up to yous. Doing their thing out there, man. I'm so proud of them. You know, love to see my people shine, man. You know, there's no other way to do it. Oh, Chris Hamilton, that's my dog. Graham Cooper. Yeah, man. They always got great lineups, man. If you want to see all the up and comers and some heavy hitters, that's the spot to go. Great food, cool bar, cool atmosphere, everything brand
Is
new.
there food there?
Yeah, at the
I didn't know that.
Midtown one. Yeah.
Oh, the Midtown one.
hmm
Yeah, okay. I was gonna say I didn't think the one in McDougal they had food.
No, the one in McDougal is the original. That's like CBGBs. This one is like,
A
you
club
know,
club?
up there. Yeah, this one's like straight up high end
Nice.
dope.
Nice.
You know. Yeah.
That's cool.
So go check that out. I want to give him a shout out. You know. And you know. What was I just gonna say? There was something in my head I wanted to share, but I forgot. I don't know. I gotta go see my daughter tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's always good to see my daughter. You know,
Okay.
we always have a good time.
You guys gonna watch something?
We always watch an episode of Ozark. She turned me on to that.
Oh, dude.
And then we started watching I'm still in the first season. And then we started watching what's that movie with the dude from the original Office, the British dude that he just did. It's like a season. Like his wife died of cancer. It's one of those sad shits, man. I told her I didn't want to watch nothing sad.
Afterlife?
Yeah, it's a good show though.
Mhm.
It's a good show. He's like this real, you know, his wife died, so he's like this bitter dude. You know,
I do like Ricky Gervais.
and I like bitter people, so I relate to it.
That's why we're friends.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I get it. You know, I can't say that my life hasn't affected me in any way. You know, it definitely has changed me in ways, hopefully for the better. You know, some people think I just became colder. I tend to think, no, I just look at things differently.
I think you've become warmer in your age.
You think so? Oh, thank you, brother. You know,
Still.
I try to be, man. Listen, I try to be cool to everybody, man. That's my problem. You try to please everybody, and what happens is you fail everybody. You know, so to their own self be true. What can
Yes,
you do?
exactly. Yeah, you do it right by yourself. Everyone will be happy. We're
Yeah,
not,
man.
you know.
Well, listen, man. It's one of those late night episodes that we do. We started a little later than we normally do, but we want to thank y'all for checking it out, man. You know what I'm saying? Join us next time. You know, You know the whole thing, man. Follow me at Gary G. Garcia. Follow Brian at Brian T. Ricardo. All on Instagram, Facebook. Catch me in New York every Monday, midnight, not quite Tuesday show. And that's the end of this show. And if you're on Rockfin, check us out over there for a little bit more, man. We're getting ready to go hit that.